This video is sponsored by my favorite website creator, Squarespace, the best place to go when you want to get a domain or create a gorgeous website or an online store. This just might be the very best time of the year. The weeks before and after Swedish midsummer are just magical. Nature is so green it hurts your eyes, people are about 40-45% happier, and the sun never sets. Like I said, magic. Even in London I get the midsummer magic mood, it's just so hella romantic. It's easy to take a step back and relax a little extra this time of year, which is good. I look at health during the summer as a way to reboot my brain and completely relax and refresh my body, more than a time to beat personal bests and reach fitness goals. So when autumn comes around, we're ready to get back to our hectic everyday routines. Here are my favorite 11 ways to make the most out of summer. First things first, no more alarms and no more blackout curtains. In the summer, I love waking up the natural way by the sun shining in and the birds singing their little heads off. Waking up because my body has had enough sleep, not because I can hear a shrill noise. Of course, if I'm in Sweden, that means waking up like 3 a.m. considering the sun and the birds are already up and awake. My childhood summers, I'd always wake up at like 5 a.m. before anyone else, and it was just the coziest time of the day, just reading in bed with a glass of ice cold cocoa. By the way, if you'd like me to make more health videos, do give me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. If you did, it helps me out a lot, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. During summer holiday, David and I have a morning tradition that we've been doing for like 12 or 13 years. We wake up, David makes me a cup of tea, and we watch an episode of The Amazing Race. It's the loveliest little tradition because it sets us in instant summer mood, since we never ever watch The Amazing Race any other time of the year. That would be sacrilege. Special movies and books and shows you only enjoy in summertime, that's a certain way to get into the right summer romance frame of mind. Here are some of David's and my favorite summer movies. Speaking of, we have an episode of the podcast called How to Organize Your Mind, where I talk about our best ideas for not getting too stressed in the summer or any other time of the year. I'll leave a link below to that. Go watch it and subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already. Summer is for fresh fruit and veg, local delicacies if possible. Those special things you can only eat in summer. For us Swedes, it's strawberries, of course. That's the most summery thing you can eat if you're a Swede. But we also go completely bonkers for blueberries, baby new potatoes, dill, artichoke, asparagus, rhubarbs, cherries, and oh man, new cabbage. Have you ever eaten new white cabbage? It's a game changer, seriously. It's so soft and sweet and fresh. I eat it just raw, cubed, like a snack. Yum, 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 yum. What is your country's most summery food? I said summer is for body relaxing, and I meant it. I skipped the hard lactic acid drenched workout and go for more gentle, relaxing, beautiful stuff. Outdoors pilates, swimming in the lake, making out with David, you know, the stuff to get your heart rate up but won't hurt the next morning. In the summer, I don't want to force myself to do nothing. I want to just allow myself to feel good. Another way to get instant summer feelings is changing your everyday diet. Eating light and energizing and romantic food that you wouldn't normally, like strawberries and walnuts with oat milk for breakfast, a tomato and fava bean salad with hardcore dark Swedish rye bread for lunch, and barbecued veggies with tofu skewers and tzatziki and potato salad for dinner. Oh, yum. And all you can eat berries in between, of course. I've heard that UV exposure is responsible for about 80% of your skin getting damaged with age. Have you heard this too? How cool is that? I'm an extremely pale girl, so for me, sunscreen is even more important than to the next person. But seriously, no matter if you're pale or dark, sunscreen is it. And yeah, it's easy to motivate yourself by talking about superficial stuff, but of course, much more importantly is reducing the risk of skin cancer. Plus, I mean, the smell of sunscreen, is there anything more summer holiday-y? Oof, gorgeous. Let's face it, for a lot of us, summer is the only time of the year with weather actually pleasant to be outdoors in. So let's make the most of it. Swimming is of course mandatory, and it doesn't matter if sun or rain, every day I want to be soaked till my fingertips look all scrunchy. Summer swims are some of the best memories I have actually, but also gardening, badminton, canoeing, picking mushrooms. God, summer chanterelles sauteed in garlic on top of Swedish crisp bread. Too good. I feel that 30-35% of my waking hours during the summer should be spent reclined in a chair somewhere with a good book. All afternoon being lazy, enjoying the feeling of sun, heating my skin and my muscles, moving only enough to turn the page. And now it's not the time to pick up James Joyce or Marcel Proust. Let's go for only the most romantic, the most thrilling and the most cozy of books out there. I reread Bonjour Tristesse every single summer and I never regret one single sentence of it. Bonus points for sipping a glass of ice cold champagne with an ice cube swimming in the bubbles. Why not? Let's be Philistines. Speaking of drinking, champagne and rosé and gin and tonics should not be the only thing we're sipping. How can we expect to have refreshed, summer, healthy, glowy bodies if we don't hydrate? Hey, do you hydrate enough on a daily basis? I certainly do. It's one of my best talents. I drink so much water all day long. And if you want a tip to make hydration effortless during the hot summer months, here's a foolproof little tip. Let's invent some deliciously fresh summer drinks. A classic is sparkling water with either cucumber slices or frozen berries if you want to make water more exciting. I also love sparkling water with orange juice and apple cider vinegar. So fresh. David and I always have iced coffee and iced green tea in the fridge during summer. We used to make normal hot coffee and brew normal hot jasmine tea that we then put in a bottle and stash it in the fridge. So easy. One of the best things about summer is that the holiday vibe gives you a break from the everyday and gives you perspective on your life. Seriously, I can't even say how many times I've had life choice epiphanies when on holiday. A good way to get new input is to either reconnect with old friends you don't see that often or to reach out to new people. I love coming back to autumn with new ideas and new perspective on my life. It's one of the best ways to make sure that you don't get all complacent and just let life move on year after year without actually choosing what your life should look like and what direction you want to go next. So this next one is the most important one. Can we all promise each other that we will look at our bodies kindly this summer? All of a sudden it's warm outside and time to squeeze our bloated, jiggly, hairy, weird and gorgeous bodies into bikinis and short shorts and summer dresses and whatever. And after this strange year, I think it will be especially easy to think and talk about our bodies with criticism. Can't we just decide to not do that this year? To just be okay and happy with how we look and how fun cellulites are? Our imperfect bodies are sexy. We should use them for fun stuff and dress them in huge sunnies and straw hats and fill them with gorgeous summer foods, and don't forget to completely cover them in SPF 50 sunscreen. Another thing you could do with your body is to give me a thumbs up with it or click the subscribe button if you haven't yet, so I will see you in my next video already. Do you want to create a beautiful site, maybe start your own health blog? If so, you should definitely do it with Squarespace. They have great blogging tools to share your stories, photos and videos to make it easy to reach your audience. You can also auto-post your content to Twitter, Facebook or Tumblr and simply schedule your posts for them to be properly tagged and the descriptions and titles will show up correctly. You can of course add your social media accounts to your site so that it's easy for your readers to find you everywhere. Squarespace also have great traffic analytics so that you can see how many people are visiting your site, how long they're staying for, where they're coming from and what they're interested in, like healthy living, veganism or maybe sustainability for example. So what are you waiting for? Go get your free trial today at squarespace.com, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/JennyMustard to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. Okay, I'm off to nurture my strawberry addiction. Thank you so much for watching today, honeys. Wishing you the best of summer ahead, guys. Puss puss and trevlig sommar! When you are a teenage girl, you never hang up the phone. You fall asleep with it. You sleep with that sucker. That's how it works.
With your friends?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're like, let's go to bed together.
No.
Was that it?
What was that? Oh my god, that was so creepy.
No, that's what you said.
Let's go to bed. Are you sleeping together?
No, but
creepy.